Hi guys, this is Ranjit, and as you can see, this is Saf from SuperSaf, and I'm glad that he took out some time. So I'm going to ask very quick questions to you, Saf, and I think so. You started your channel about 6 years ago, right?
Almost 6 years, yeah.
So I would consider old YouTubers. We're sort of the old YouTubers.
Old school, yeah.
Old school is the right word.
Yeah. We could say, yeah.
Yeah. So the first question again, how do you think YouTube has changed from when you started and now in 2017?
I think it's a lot more competitive than it used to be. I think before it was a little bit of a new space. I mean, we had the legends of the time, with John Rettinger, and like all of those guys. But it was still a bit of a new space. There wasn't anything established. We could come up with different formats and try new things. Now, like, so many things have already been done, right? Yeah. So there is so many more people.
So many people. So do you think it's tougher now for someone to start a YouTube channel, tech channel?
If I'm honest, I do think it's tougher now because there's so many tech channels out there. But also, the positive is they've got lots more people to look at and learn from. Whereas before, it was very limited. So you kind of had to do your own thing and try to establish your own stuff. Now you can kind of be inspired by lots more people, I think. So that's give and take.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah. So, your preferred ecosystem, because ours is a tech channel. Okay. iOS or Android?
Okay.
I know it's a touchy topic.
It's going to be controversial.
Yeah.
I think most of my followers already know that I prefer Android overall. I do use iOS, but just things like notifications. I've ranted about notifications many times. I cannot. I mean, with influencers like ourselves and YouTubers, you can imagine we have lots of notifications. Yeah. Right? And having all of those individually is just so annoying because I miss so many.
Yeah. iOS it's a mess.
Yeah. If it was grouped, then I would probably be using iOS a little bit more. But for me, the preference overall is Android. It has to be Android. I've got nothing against iOS. If you use iOS, we can still be friends. Don't get me wrong. What do you use?
I mostly use Android.
Okay. You've got an iPhone in your hand?
Yeah. I'm testing it. I'm testing it.
It's
it's the same reason. Notification is a mess, and also in battery life, I feel many of the Android phones are you have a lot of choices.
Yeah. It's you've got more diversity there in
I love the Pixel. The camera on the Pixel was amazing.
It's amazing. I love it. We just I've done lots of comparisons, and then some of the pictures that come out of the Pixel, especially from the front-facing camera. If you like selfies, get the Pixel. I'll say that straight up. I'll say the Pixel takes the best selfies. Yeah. From the rear-facing camera, the competition is a little.
It's there, but in low light, again, I feel the Pixel is doing slightly better.
Yeah, in low light. It's doing very well. It's the software. I was just saying to the guys. So we're here right now in New York, and there's lots of other YouTubers here, which is amazing. So like this, we can just hang out. We're just in Ranjit's bed, the hotel room, just relaxing. It's really good. But one of the things that I was saying is if the Samsung Galaxy Note 8 could get the Pixel's camera software, amazing. I would love that. That would be my ideal phone because I love the Note screen. I think nothing can match it, right? The build is amazing. The curved edge is amazing. If it had the software of the Pixel camera,
amazing.
I'm
actually really amazed what Google could do with the Pixel software.
Of course.
Well, Samsung used to be the leader in camera before that.
Yeah. But it's again, if you look at the hardware, the hardware on the Samsung cameras is amazing. But the software
optimization.
If it was optimized more, then if it had Google's camera magic, whatever it is, then it would be amazing. But yeah.
Okay, so this is again a controversial one. Okay, if you had to pick one favorite smartphone, one.
That's too difficult. Right now, I am using the Note as my primary, but I always have another phone with me. So right now, I've got the Note and the OnePlus 5T. So because I'm testing the OnePlus 5T, the reason why you said the display, I just absolutely love the display. And because when you're using your phone, you're always looking at the display. So for me, a display is very, very important.
Obviously,
And the Note, in my opinion, it's the best.
It's the best. Yeah.
So just that sort of, I'm just very used to that, and I like that.
As you told that you're using the Galaxy Note 8. You use the S Pen also.
I do. I don't use it often.
Okay.
But every couple of days, I will do that, and it's nice and precision. And now because of things like Instagram stories, and you can do it's nice. It's just nice to kind of have have that flexibility.
Because I know a lot of people, some people like have that, they never bother about it, but those who use it they really appreciate it.
Yes, I mean it's a nice feature to have. I mean it's not. I don't think it's necessary. But it's nice to have.
Okay, cool. Okay, what software do you use for editing your videos?
Adobe Premiere Pro.
Oh,
I've been using Adobe Premiere Pro for a long time. Again, I've got nothing against Final Cut. So, Final Cut users, please don't hate me.
I'm the Final Cut user.
There you go. I mean, look, see, we can be friends. We can be friends. We can still get along. And I think it comes down to personal preference, as with operating systems and everything. For me, I've been using the Adobe family for a very long time. My previous job as well, Photoshop I use all the time. I use After Effects. So it's just kind of, it works together for me. And plus, I'm more of a Windows user. So I don't know if that's
the next question was Mac or Windows.
Yeah, so I'm a Windows user. Again, it's just personal preference. I've tried out Macs before, but I just prefer the Windows platform. So then with Premiere and just the Adobe family, everything just works better for me. So that's the reason why.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
So, okay, we have answered that question in the first one. It's the tech CEO crowded. Okay, if you had superpowers and could change one thing on YouTube, what would be that?
Ooh.
Superpowers. You have the superpowers.
I've got everything. Everything. Is this so on YouTube, the platform itself? Okay, I think right now, I actually haven't been affected much.
Okay.
But I mean, actually, there's a couple of things, but one of the things right now, I think how videos are getting demonetized.
Yeah.
I think it'd be nice if they managed to sort that out. I think Casey suggested something really good. Casey Neistat, a friend of mine, very, very nice YouTuber. I definitely recommend checking
I'll
him out.
link that video down.
Yeah. He basically said that what they should have a system for anybody over 10,000 subscribers for YouTube to manually review that straight away, rather than switching it off. Because if your video gets 1 million views and your video has been demonetized for a day,
I had that problem because the thing is, you get a lot of views in the first, let's say, 15 or 16 hours.
Exactly. And you lose out on the revenue on that. And the thing is, a lot of, thankfully, us guys, we've got sponsorships and things like that. I know a lot of YouTubers who solely rely on revenue from YouTube, and I know you guys, some guys may be thinking that why only over 10,000? I mean, if you've got less than 10,000 subscribers, I mean, the effect that you're going to have, it's not going to be that significant, but for somebody who's bigger, I mean, it could be 1 million views. So that's something that I hope YouTube will take back and do and slowly implement, so then it works for everybody. But initially, that would be good stuff. Yeah.
That was a nice one.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay. If you have to choose top 3 features on a smartphone that will break it or make it, what are your top 3 features?
Okay, cameras for me.
Okay.
Number 1, I mean, as you guys probably know, you'll see me taking lots of pictures with these as well. We're indoors, so I knew the comments would be, if I was leaving these on, I know I leave them on a lot, people would be like, who's this guy and why is he wearing sunglasses indoors? But cameras are very important to me, both front and rear. Okay. I think these days a lot of people, I know lots of people who actually take more selfies, way more selfies than they do rear-facing.
That's the problem that I have with the iPhone 10. The front-facing camera, trust me guys, it's not that great.
Man, let me shake your hand. I'm so glad that you agree with me, because a lot of other people are being agree with me as well, that I love the rear-facing camera on the iPhone. And I've said it's one of my favorites. It's one of my favorites, and it's definitely in my top 3. Right?
I even would say the OnePlus 5T front-facing camera is better than that.
Yeah, it blows up the highlights. I thought it was maybe my skin color that it just, it just makes you look white. I actually did a snap. I'm like, look, hey guys, I'm not really white. I'm brown. But the iPhone is making, because it just blows everything out. And I think they really need to work on that. Pixel obviously does a great job. But so cameras are very important, both front and rear. So I think that's something that's very important for me on a smartphone. And then I would say the display.
Okay.
Display you're looking at all the time. It needs to be a nice display. And when you've got something like AMOLED, for me is personally my favorite. I love the new iPhone. And that's one of the reasons the display just
it's really made by Samsung. The display is made by Samsung.
Good job, Samsung. But it just makes it so much nicer, the experience, because you're staring at that thing all day. So you need to be nice. I like nice colors, and it's just nice. And the third thing I would say, this is a difficult one. I think it's software, right? So
software optimization, okay.
Yeah, I mean, I think for me, See, I don't mind Samsung phones. I think before they used to be very bloated.
Yeah.
Now it's much better and it's more.
Much better, but still not level of pixel.
Oh no, not level, but it's still nice. But I mean, I think for a lot of people, like I speak to so many friends who are like, you know what, iPhone's too expensive, $1,000. We want to go for an Android, but they just like iOS too much. And that's the deciding factor for them, right?
Yeah.
So then they love everything. So then, like when we look at the phones these days, so you look at the S8, amazing, beautiful build, right?
Yeah.
It looks beautiful.
Yeah,
Nobody can deny that. Nobody can deny that the S8 looks beautiful. Cameras are great. Display is amazing. It's right now almost half the price in a lot of places compared to the iPhone. But people, because it's iOS, Android, they just like, oh, I can't do it. But that's what it is. So I think software is quite important for me. Like a lot of times it's Android. It is because and that's why I choose my daily driver, because I'm so used to that system and I prefer it, so that's what it is.
Android gives you the freedom. I would say still iOS is a little bit, apart from the notification, still a little bit restrictive, because
It is.
in India we get a lot of calls. I'll give you a practical Truecaller. Okay, that doesn't work that great on iOS.
Yeah.
But on Android, before picking the call, I know who it is, so I can reject the call.
Exactly. And I mean, the new feature on I'm not sure if you've seen this, but on the Samsungs, right? If there's a number that a lot of people have marked as spam,
Okay.
it will tell you straight away.
Ah,
So when you get a call, it'll say this is a spam number, and it'll identify it by the time you got the call, and you check it. In that time, it's connected onto the internet. It's found what that number is, and it's told you it's spam. So I don't have to pick that up, and that to me is really useful. So I can just reject without even having to like, okay, what's this number? I don't even have to do that. Just reject straight away, and that's really useful. And again, these sort of features I think are very nice. So.
Apple is a little bit restrictive in this kind of stuff.
I mean, they're getting better with the control center. I really like the control center, and I'm so glad they have that now, because before. But I mean, even right now, like, let me give you another example of iOS, right? When you're inside the camera app, I want to change to 4K. I want 1080p.
Please.
What do I need to do?
How many times we have ranted about this? Like, God.
I have to go all the way to the settings. I have to go and I have to. Why can't it not just be within the camera app? Just put the settings in there. Marquez tweeted about this. MKBHD tweeted about this 3 days ago as well. And I absolutely agree with him, because it's so frustrating having to do all that. The camera is great. The app otherwise is very nice. You can easily switch between all the modes, but why can't I change these settings?
That's what it's Apple. Okay, it's our way or the highway. Man, like.
I think they need to kind of take users' feedback.
Yeah.
This is something I like about OnePlus. OnePlus, they listen to their users and they implement those changes very quickly.
For example, the 4K, it didn't have original, the OnePlus 5 didn't have 4K stabilization, but with the EIS, man, amazing.
It looks really good, and again, that was very quickly. They took that feedback on board, applied it. You know what I mean? And that's what I like about companies like OnePlus, that they take the feedback on board. Samsung, people weren't happy with their
I
builds.
was interacting today with a lot of fans of OnePlus that had come, and most of them had a positive experience. That was great.
So that's good to see. Yeah. So that's one thing. I mean, hopefully Apple will improve with time. I think they make great phones. I really like the iPhone. Don't get me wrong. But I just think that they need to improve on a few of these things, which hopefully we'll see sometime soon.
Okay. The next question. I don't think so. He likes that because he's not. Okay. I'll ask. It's about wearables. Okay. What do you feel about wearables? And do you think like the hype is dead? And
see, I'll be honest, and a lot of my followers know this as well. I've never been too much of a wearables person. Like, I have a watch, but I never actually even look at the time on this. It's purely here for fashion, right? And that's what for me, a wearable is a fashion accessory. I'm not somebody who's going to be, tapping away.
You don't want a mini computer on your wrist.
Yeah. So I mean, that's me personally, and some of you guys may be thinking, what kind of tech guy is this, right? But it's just like I have everything on my smartphone, and I'm happy with the way it works. Like with me, like a smartwatch. I have tried many different smartwatches. I just don't get along with them, and and that's another thing to charge. So you're already charging your phones every night. Then it's like, you have to remember to charge your watch as well, and all of those things. And although you can, I still find it quite limited in terms of what you can do on it. Like a few of my friends, I'll give you an example. It's one of my friends. I was actually speaking to him, and he actually has a smartwatch. But the reason why he has a smartwatch is he can't use his phone at work. Right?
Okay.
So he leaves his phone in his locker, but because the range in his office is still okay,
works,
so he can still get his notifications of what's happened. So that's a perfect situation, right? So I was like, that's a really good, that's really good having a wearable, but For me, it's just nothing.
No, I don't think so. The way these companies were projecting as wearables as the next big thing, it has sort of flopped.
I think so. I mean, there's so many things that come and go. Like, they're like, oh, this is going to be the next big thing, and it's just like, no, not really. And I think wearables is one of those things that they did put a lot of push behind. Right now, one of the biggest pushes, like you see a lot of pushes behind VR and stuff. It's nice, but am I gonna stick
seriously, VR. I want your opinion on VR. Seriously.
Okay, I mean, it's really nice when you test it out and it's cool, but it's not something I can see myself doing every day. I'm not gonna be doing this and.
Whenever I get those VR kits, 10 minutes. Okay, my daughter plays it for 5, then she gives it back. Like nobody bothers about it.
Exactly. So I think it's cool, but it's nothing that I would be using on like a daily basis. Something maybe like now and then occasionally.
Yeah.
And then, do you want to make that investment for something that you're not going to be using? For me, like right now, when it comes to a smartphone, people say that it's very expensive. I'm like, yeah, but you're going to be using this device.
You use it almost like half
every single day and like so long. I mean, like for me, an average day screen on time is about 5 to 6 hours, right? So I'm on my phone a very long time.
Almost everyone.
So then I can justify that price that I'm paying for it because I'm going to be getting so much use out of it. Right. So that's what it is. Whereas things like VR wearables, I don't think I'm going to be getting that much use out of it.
Okay, one single tip that you can give to upcoming YouTubers.
One single tip. All right, this is something that I always advise, and this is something that I picked up when I was starting. There's a YouTuber called Freddie Wong, right? Okay. And he said something along the lines of, it wasn't specifically this, but this is what I got from him, and I turned it to my own sort of quote, right? Which is, don't try to make people watch your videos, make videos that people want to watch.
Interesting. Right? Very, very deep, actually.
So that's what I was saying again. Don't try to make people watch your videos. Make videos that people want to watch. I find so many people who, you get it, I'm sure, as well, in the comments, check out my channel,
Yeah, man, no, man. Don't do
I'm telling you, it doesn't work. Nobody's going to come and watch your videos if you keep asking them to do that, right? What you want to do instead is, like for example, what I did with my channel is, I am my own target audience. I'm a techie. I want to seek certain content. I have a look at what do I want to see, right? And then I will make videos on that, and I find lots of other people. So one of the most popular genres on my channel is camera comparisons, and that's something that I've been doing for many years. And again, I was looking, and there was nothing really there at the time when I started. It was probably 2012, 2013, and I was like, I want to see something that shows me exactly how cameras look side by side, and then I really didn't find anything. So then I created that, and then that became very, very popular. But again, that was something because I knew that I wanted to see it and people wanted to see it. Rather than, let me just put something together that everybody else is doing, nobody else is going to watch it, and as we were saying, it's very competitive. So look at what people want to see and make content in your own style for that audience. And then you'll...
eventually it'll take time. It's not like a magic...
It's a patience game. I mean, I'll just give you another example, and this is something that I mentioned in my video for top tips for new YouTubers. Marquez Brownlee, he had uploaded 100 videos, he had 84 subscribers, right? So Marquez is a great guy, right? He's a good friend, right? But when I saw that, when he said that, I was like, wow, 100 videos, and he didn't have as many subscribers as he had done videos, right?
Yeah, that's amazing, guy.
Now he's got 5 million subscribers.
The same thing with me. After 1 year, I produced 160 videos. Okay, so almost every alternate day I was producing videos, and I had after a year 1,600 subscribers.
Yeah. So then, I mean, you've put all that effort in.
Then
so it is a patience game, and you need to be doing quality content. You need to be putting the work in, and it's hard work. As you know, like a lot of people think, especially because I post a lot of things on Instagram, so she's like, oh, Saf, you got a perfect life, man. You're always out there, you're in New York here.
They don't see behind this.
You don't see the behind the scenes, like, I don't sleep much. I mean, one of the reasons why I always wear sunglasses is to cover the bags under my eyes, because I don't get any sleep, because I'm work. So there is a lot of hard work that goes into it, so really work hard and make videos that people want to watch, and hopefully you'll do well.
Okay, so I'll have the last question.
Okay.
2 upcoming future technologies that you see potential in.
Upcoming future technologies. This is a different
This is like,
This is something I need to think about. I don't know, you tell me, was there something that you...
See, because everybody was, after the VR, I have the same opinion about it. Okay, looks cool, man, but I don't know about you. I get migraines after like 10 minutes of VR.
Yeah.
So I don't think so. Like everybody is like trying to push that. Even Google with the project AR and stuff, they're trying to push that. I don't know, man. Like,
Yeah.
again, one of those failed projects.
Yeah, I think time to finish. Yeah, I mean, like VR and as well as AR, like Apple has got good
AR, I see a lot of potential.
Yeah, I think AR's got much more potential compared to VR. Again, I think it's something that like it's really cool. Like AR's been around for a long time, right?
But AR is going to improve a lot now.
Yeah, it is good, especially now that Apple's got behind it, right? But it's still something that I think that it's going to take a lot of time for people to get used to and really kind of for it to become mainstream.
Yeah.
There's lots of things that take so long to become mainstream, but maybe I mean AR is something that I think has got potential, right?
I think we have some practical examples for the AR. You can get it's useful. VR, like, I don't know.
Yeah,
maybe you guys can answer, like, what do you think 2 technologies in the future, next 3-4 years, do you think would really take off?
Yeah. Drop that in the comments. Let us know.
So guys, that's it for this one because Saf also has to go and really great, man.
Thank you. It was great to finally meet you here as well. And it's funny because obviously I'm in UK, India, then we meet where? In New York. So it's just the way it works in
just happens like that.
No, it's great seeing you. Thank you for having me as part of your video in your hotel room, inviting me in here. It's great. I mean, one thing that I always say about the tech YouTube scene is we're all friends. Right?
Yeah, come in.
It's like it's not. I mean, yes, there might be some competition, but we can all get along because we're all in the same. We can understand each other, and it's great that we all come here, we hang out, we have a good time. And all of the guys, so it's great. Thank you guys as well for supporting us. I mean, it's India as well. Like I have such big support from India, and I think a lot of the Indian fans. They're very very interactive. They're always sharing. They're not as like some people are a little bit like by sharing content and stuff. Indian fans, they're so great. So much love to you all as well, and thank you so much.
So guys, like I'll have Saf's channel in the YouTube description area. If you haven't checked it out, do check it out. Awesome camera comparisons and other stuff.
Thank you.
So guys, we'll take a leave. We'll catch you soon. So if you're not subscribed to either of our channels, do subscribe and catch you later, guys. Bye bye.
See you soon, guys.